Hi, so this will be a short guide on how to use Numista. So let's just start off with what Numista is. So Numista is a website that is basically a kind of universal numismatics catalog. On here you will be able to find basically all world coins and banknotes, as well as some exonumia and medals and tokens and some stuff like that too. And you will be able to log all of your collection on here and see statistics about it, and you will be able to see, like for example, if I click on this Hungary 20 forint, you can see that there is a bunch of statistics available about it. There's all the possible years, all the possible types, all the price estimates. So yeah, this is basically a really good website to use. So how do you use it? So first of all, you will need to go to numista.com, of course. It's a website, and you will need to create an account by clicking the register button on the top right over here. So you will need to just fill out all of this information here, and then you will be able to create an account and sign in. And once you have created an account and signed in, the first thing I actually recommend you do is that you go to your account settings and make your account public. That is just so you can share it in the Discord servers and share it with friends and stuff like that, and just show your collection to other people. So the way you do that is by clicking these three lines on the top right over here, going to settings and scrolling down, down, down until you see privacy settings. And you want to set this who can see my collection statistics to everyone and who can see my collection to everyone. Or maybe just use it to Numista, that's kind of up to you, but I recommend just setting it to everyone. And then there's also an option to who can see my approximate date, the approximate date of my last access to Numista. I have it set to only users of Numista, and who can see the rest of my profile. I recommend setting that to everyone as well. And I will just mention right away that the same settings tab is also where you can add like sections to your collection if you want to keep it a bit more sorted. As you can see, I have quite a lot of sections added. Like here I have some Russian stuff, here I have some German stuff, here I have some commemorative 2 euros, here I have some banknotes, stuff like that. You can basically decide how you want to sort it yourself, and you can add it by clicking add a collection and just adding it basically. But when you do that, make sure you set the visibility for each collection you add to everyone as well, because if it's set to only me, then other people will not be able to see it, even if this privacy setting down here is set to everyone. And yeah, so the next thing that I will show you is how you can actually add a coin to your collection on Numista. And as an example, I will just use the 2025 €2 coin that just released for Latvia, the commemorative one. So I would recommend first clicking this search icon on the top here, and that way you will get access to all of these filters over here. So if you just click this little plus with add filters, there is a lot of stuff that comes up, and it looks kind of complicated, but trust me, it's not. You will usually not need 90% of all this. You will only need a few of these things. So yeah, as for our example, we will need to search up here in the issuer, just type in the country, in this case Latvia, so select that, then select the year in this filter down here. I will just type in 2025 because I know it's a coin from 2025, and the face value of 2 because it's a €2 coin. And once all of this is entered, you just click search and it will come up. Of course, we will also get the 2 cents and the regular €2, but we will also get this commemorative one that we are looking for. And then how you add it to your collection is by clicking on it. You open up the coins page. Here you can see all kinds of statistics about it, what the obverse says, what the reverse says, what the edge should be, some comments about it as well, some pictures, some information. Like you see, it comes in this kind of packaging, it comes in a coin card as well. So basically a bunch of useful info is on here as well. And once you get down here to the manage my collection section, this is where you can actually add it to your collection. So let's say you have a coin card of it. You just click this button over here, and then you can select the grade you want it to have. You can select your buying value that you paid for it. That's just so it's easier for you to keep track of how much you bought it for. And you can also add a private comment and a public comment. And of course you can also choose which collection you want it to be added to, or well, which section, or however you want to call it. They call them collections. So yeah, which collection of your profile you want it to be added to. And once you have entered all of that in, you just click save. And as you can see, it got added over here. Of course, I just added it to the banknotes collection, even though it's a coin, just as an example to show you how to add it. So yeah, I'll just delete it for now. And yeah, so that is, in my opinion, the easiest way to add it. But I will also show you some other ways. And oh, also a quick tip: if you go to the display options over here, click on here, you can actually click this fast collection input, click to show it here. And then what will happen is you will not need to actually open up the coins page to add it to your collection. That is useful if you are logging a lot of stuff at once. So you will be just able to scroll down and just add it to your collection from right here. So yeah, you see it's added still. So yeah, I will delete it again. And yeah, so this is one of the ways of searching for it. In my opinion, it's the easiest to use the filters, but if you do not like it, if you don't want to enter the filters each time, you can just type in the search query. So you can type in, for example, Latvia 2025 euro. And if you just type that in, then you can see the search results will be a little more inaccurate, but it will still be here. It still comes up. And yeah, so that is another way of searching for them. And of course here you can also select the type of coin you want it to be, and you can check or uncheck all of these types. If you want to search for only coins, for example, you can set it like this. If you want to only search for circulating commemorative coins, then you just select this one over here. And yeah, basically you will figure it out. It's not that difficult. And the last thing I will show you is where you can actually see your collection statistics. That is by clicking these three lines at the top once again and clicking on My Collection. So you will come to this page, and here you can see all of your collection statistics, like the number of items you have, the number of different items, the number of types, countries, issuers, etc. And yeah, of course you will also have the item compositions, the types, the grades you have given them, a value estimate, the weight of the collection, and as well as the precious metals weight of it, your records like your smallest, largest, lightest, heaviest stuff, and a chart of all of the years you have as well as your collection history, like how many items you have had over time. So yeah, it's a really cool website to use with all of these statistics. I think this map here is the coolest part of it though. Oh, and also a little side note, if you want to actually share your collection with somebody on Discord, for example, if you copy this link up here, it will not be your profile, it will just be the generic Numista website. If you actually want to show your profile to somebody else, you once again need to click on these three lines up here, go to profile, and then you can copy the link. So yeah, you actually need to copy the link from this section. So yeah, that's basically it, I think. If you have any more questions about how to use Numista, then you can ask in the Numismatic Addiction Discord. That is where this video will be posted. So yeah, hopefully you figured it out. Hopefully it's easy for you to use, and yeah, if you have any questions, just ask.